This is a continuation of the video I started the other day. Alright, so I'm gonna give y'all all the things y'all wanna my bad, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all all the things y'all wanna know, right? So back to what I was saying. Let me tell y'all. Alright, what's good, y'all YouTube? I know what y'all here today for. Y'all here to hear this backstory on why I bought my 2000 Roku. Or better yet, not even why, but I'm gonna tell y'all the backstory of how I got my 2000 Roku. And we're gonna start off like this. Before we get into the video, y'all be safe. I hope your family's safe. I hope you done told your mama, your daddy, your grandma, everybody that you love. Family's important. Like I always say, if all this goes away today, who we got left? Family, that's it. Alright, now that that's over with, let's go and get right to this video, y'all. Alright, so as I said before, I have been looking for a bike for some years. So by some years is I've been looking since I came to Spain the first time. So I was looking then, but wasn't right time, wasn't right place, and it just wasn't very. It wouldn't have been very smart to buy one at the time. So, you take your wins for your wins, and your losses for your losses, right? So I was patient, and I just didn't end up getting a bike until I got back to Virginia the last time. Well, not the last time ever, but one of the last times, I should say. All right, so how I found this bike was through my dad. So my dad, I love him to death. He done helped me, and in this case, he helped me a lot too because I wouldn't have found the bike that I got now. So hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. But y'all had to go get the girls for the night, but we'll continue the story in just a second. Whew, tired from them steps. All right, y'all. So back to what I was saying, right? So my dad knew a guy named Mr. James. Mr. James about 90, probably about 92, 93 years old. Older fella. Out of St. Paul, North Carolina. This fella here, well, this older gentleman, we stopped by his house one time to pick up a truck or something. Something my dad was about to buy from him. And then, coincidentally, he had two motorcycles in his yard. One of them was kind of older, kind of beat up, kind of weathered. I was like, I don't think I want to deal with that one. So, with that being said, I saw the other one. He had in his garage, right? So this one was, of course, the bike I have now, this 2000 Rokan. So I went and asked him about it. I said, "Hey, Mr. James, now," I said, and what about that bike back there in that garage? He said, "The one back there." He said, "That's the one you want?" I said, "I believe so." He said, "All right, well, let me show it to you real quick." He take me back there to that bike. He turned that thing on, but that bike go, and it's vibrating the garage, and the pipes on that bike just sound so good. I'm like, Lord have mercy, I'm in love, and the bike ain't even mine yet. So I ended up negotiating. He said, "I can't go lower than this number." I said, "Okay, is this the price you at?" I said, I try to haggle him down a little bit, just to see if he'll bite. He wasn't biting. He was standing firm. For people who don't understand, by biting, that means he wouldn't negotiate the price with me. So he wasn't negotiating the price, and I was like, "Dad, okay." I said, "What if I come back and get the bike next week?" He said, "Next week?" He said, "First come, first serve now, but if you serious about getting it, then just let me know. Give me a call. It should still be here." I said, "Okay, Mr. James, I'll let you know." All right, after that part, I was talking to my dad. I was like, "Hey, Dad, you think this bike a bad price?" He said, "No." He said, "You know where it's at. You know where it's from. He took it care of it. Because when I bought the bike, y'all, it only had 18,000 miles on it. And it's a 2000. Y'all do the math now. The bike 25 years old. 18,000 miles ain't nothing for a touring bike. Um, in my opinion. Now, could you find some better one? Possibly. But I don't know too many in running condition that's still drivable, ready to pass inspection like that bike was right there. And I'll put a clip of the video of what it looked like when I first bought it as well. But yeah, man, the bike was beautiful. He took good care of it. He 92 years old. Of course, he ain't gonna ride it like you supposed to ride a bike. He old, you know what I mean? Mr. James was a cool dude. Cool dude, man. Really good dude.
How's it going, Mr. John?
How you doing?
Pretty good, yourself?
That old thing still running?
Yes, sir.
Running good.
Yeah.
I stopped by a
good.
few
Looks good.
about a month or so ago.
Huh?
I said I stopped by. I spoke to your wife a month
Yeah.
or so ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she said you weren't feeling too well at that time. So
Yeah, I've been sick. I stayed in the hospital two months.
Mm.
Yeah, infected gallbladder and blood clots in my lungs and stuff. I like to die.
Mm.
Yeah, it looks good.
no, I appreciate it.
I said you got you some handlebars on it.
Yeah, I had to get some different handlebars.
I never did like the ones that was on it either.
Yeah, I cleaned it up a little bit.
Yeah. What'd you do? You changed the lights on it too, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Change the lights, change the wheels,
The wheels.
tires.
Yeah, the wheels.
Mm-hmm. You gotta clean her up a little bit.
Sir?
So I gotta clean her up a little bit. I was in Virginia.
Yeah.
She just been sitting down here. Well, cause I ain't have time to ride when
Yeah.
I was up there. You know.
Yeah. Looks good.
But yeah, she definitely came along though.
Did I give you the baffles that goes in? Did I give you that goes in the buffalo?
Yeah. I got them right now. I had to take it to a guy so he can stand back. Get all the just get them recoated so I can get something. Yeah, I probably didn't ever put them in though. I just got them to 50 days. Yeah, I'm just like that. Sound good. Got to work pretty good.
Yeah.
Did them lights under the bottom change colors?
What's that?
Did the lights you put on under the bottom
Yeah.
change colors?
Yeah.
What color did they change?
I didn't put them on there. They was on there when I done. Well, when you took them off,
No, this one on there. I couldn't figure out how to change colors on it. And were they blue when you had them on, or did they change the color?
oh, you changed it.
No.
You want to?
I was asking it. And the lights just stay blue the whole time.
Will they stay on all the time?
No, I'm sorry. I was asking, do the lights just stay blue, like the color of the blue?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're just either on or off. They're blue.
Yeah, but I love her though. I only had to change out a few things on it. The fuel filter. I did the oil and the transmission fluid and all that, of course.
Yeah.
Spark plugs. And it was one of the fuel lines that was corroded. The bike's 24 years old. I don't expect it to be perfect.
Well, it's been up here 3 years, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These on in the front.
Yeah.
Tire signal covers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then the back light.
What about the seat? It's the same.
She's the same.
Yeah.
She's the same.
But you put this on there, didn't you?
Correct.
Just the tops or the whole thing?
It's just the tops. So the guy, he was trying to charge too much, so I was gonna get the whole bag because I wanted that pinstripe to match what's on the side right here. He tried to charge me $5,000 to paint some 2 bags and put a pinstripe on it.
Oh.
I was like, $5,000. The thing's already, and the ones I was buying is already black. It matched the tank, but
Yeah.
you know, people be trying to jip you sometimes.
Yeah.
And then I changed the rear light.
Did you have it painted?
Mm-mm.
It wasn't beat up nowhere that I know of.
No, it wasn't beat up.
So,
I just bring it back to you. So I told you I was gonna bring it back so you can see it one time.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it to death. I'm about to go home and wipe her down a little bit.
You never have dropped it, have you?
No. I mean, one time, but I wasn't
You
going.
set still.
I was sitting still. Yeah, I literally. So I was. It was about 2 weeks ago. I literally was at a stop sign. I went to stand up to fix my pants.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I lift this left foot up, that the weight of the bike just shifted and I couldn't stop it. It was just like, dang.
Yeah.
But nah, I ain't laid it over yet. Nah.
Do you know how to get that seat off? Now,
Yes.
you know, when I changed that battery, I like to never got that seat
Oh,
up.
you talking about the little pad?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had it on a couple weeks ago. I drove from Virginia to the Outer Banks. I drove from Norfolk, Virginia to the Outer Banks, so that's about an hour and 45-minute ride. And I put that back seat on right here so I can be comfortable, and I ain't had no problems. It took me about 10 minutes to get it in there though.
Yeah.
And to set it in right. But other than that, it's fine.
Yeah. But to get the seat off, you gotta.
Oh yeah, there's a little screw in the back.
Yeah. And then you gotta go down through there, and it's got.
You got the 2 little prongs.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it was definitely a pain to get on.
Yeah.
Definitely a pain to get on.
Damn, that's something there, ain't it?
Oh yeah. So since it's a Road King, it don't even make sense to have the gas cap crown. You know what I mean? Just a little small stuff and make it long. Nothing too crazy.
Is the mirrors the same?
The mirror's the same. All the controls and stuff the same. I went and changed the throttle line and the idle line.
Yeah.
The clutch line's the same.
Yeah.
Did brand new fluid everywhere.
Yeah. It looks good though.
LEDs all the way around.
Yeah.
Cause them fluorescent ones, when I first got it up and running, I went down the street, I couldn't see from here to my damn hand on the road at nighttime. You know what I mean? So I went and just changed the headlights out.
Yeah.
But yeah, she coming along though. Yeah, you should be able to see.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks good. You got a North Carolina license?
Yeah, I gotta put it on. It's in my bag.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's just a temporary one that I gave me. It's expired. I just been too lazy to put the other one on. I'm gonna be honest.
It's already expired, isn't it?
Yeah. It's definitely already expired. Definitely already expired.
That's a heavy son of a gun, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. It is.
You put new tires on it?
Yep. Did new tires, new wheels.
Yeah.
So my homegirl, and she got the newer version of this one right here.
Do what now?
And she got the newer version of it.
Yeah.
Of this exact bike. But hers is
Who's that? Who you talking about?
and one of my friends up in Virginia.
Oh, okay.
And she got the 2022, and it feel a little bit better though. It's definitely faster, but it's like a tad bit lighter.
So back to the store. So about a week later, I come back. I gather the money together. I call Mr. James. I was like, "Hey, Mr. James, the bike's still there? It's still for sale?" He said, "Oh, you were serious about getting this bike?" I said, "Yes, sir. I was dead serious." He said, "Okay." I said, "And when can I come by there and get it?" He said, "Come by about Saturday evening, about 6:30." I said, "All right, sound good to me, Mr. James." So I go on by there. I'm grinning ear to ear the whole ride. But that ride felt so long because I was so ready to get what I had been wanting, which was my baby, my 2000 Road King, right? And man, I was just smiling ear to ear. I was looking at the bike. Now, at that time, I wasn't really that experienced. Well, I know how to ride stuff with gears, but it's different driving a 700-pound bike than it is riding a 200-pound dirt bike, 300-pound dirt bike, if that. You know what I mean? Or a full, like the weight just different. When that 700-pound lean, you going with it. You know what I mean? Especially if you're not as strong or not a bigger guy. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I was just so ecstatic getting that bike. But that clip, if I could find that clip, it should be in this video. If not, then it is what it is. I go back and look at one of the older videos when I first bought the bike too. So, but y'all give me a second. I'm gonna continue this story and I'll finish the backstory on the bike. All right. Now on the backstory on the bike. So when I bought that bike, I knew Mr. James had taken good care of it. It hadn't been actually on the road since about 2017, 2018, which ain't that far away. So it's been about 5 years since it had, 5-6 years since it's been on the road. Now with that being said, he told me how many people owned the bike before me. I believe the bike had 2 owners. 2 of them was military guys. They end up selling the bike to him. Cause one on was like had money problems, something like that, or needed the money, or had a kid to where they basically couldn't have the bike no more. Then Mr. James had it. So when Mr. James had it, he actually met his wife on that motorcycle. And that's one of the stories that he always told me about. Him and his wife used to go riding around the city and around up and down the coast of Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia on that motorcycle right up. So that's another cool little story behind that bike as well. But y'all give me a second. Let me change this battery out. This camera about to die. All right, y'all. So back to the story. Now, like I said, y'all, Mr. James, he met his wife on that bike, and that tickled me to death because, like, that's kind of like a cool, beautiful story that you don't hear that often, you know. And it's also good when you buy stuff from people, or not just buy stuff, or when you speak to people. Besides just making a very vague conversation, it's good to get to know who people is. And Mr. James, like I said, he a good man, y'all. The guy bought the bike. I still call him every now and then. Him and his wife, funniest couple I ever seen in my life. Not funny like funny looking, but funny as in like ha 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 funny. And they just a lovely older couple that's been married probably about 40, 50, 60 years. And they just been living and making it through life together. And it's like the best thing ever. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely glad. I'm definitely fortunate I was in the position to be able to purchase the bike from him. And like I said, I'll show y'all a before photo and an after photo of what the bike looked like. But like I said, man, thank you. I want to give a shout out. I know that shout outs ain't really done like that no more. To my dad, because my dad is him and my mom, my number one supporters, and of course my immediate family. If it weren't for him, I wouldn't have got that bike, or I wouldn't have met Mr. James to get that bike. Much less even get to the point of making this video, you know. And same thing with Mr. James. Like I said, he a good fella. He say what he mean, and he mean what he say, and he say what's on his mind at all times. So, but yeah, that's pretty much the backstory of how I got my 2000 Road King, y'all. I just love that bike to death. It put me through a lot of sweat, tears, and a lot of daggone money. I ain't gonna lie, when you get a bike, it's really a money pit for real when stuff start breaking. But alright, I ain't gonna talk your head out too much. 910 Rage J is out. Much love. Peace, y'all. Be safe. I'm coming with bangers every day. Don't forget, we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Y'all stay consistent with me. Keep watching. Much love. I'm out, y'all.
yeah, she sound good.